Hello everybody, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Right now I am on the public test server looking at the very first rendition of the upcoming dungeon DLC. So this is going to be the Wrathstone DLC, and this is the PTS 4.3.0. And there's a lot of changes. There's of course the dungeons and the dungeons and new battleground maps. So those things are in the PTS right now, but today I'm just going to go over some of the other cool stuff that's going on. First we're going to look at some of the stuff in the Impresario. There's new stuff that you can buy with these event tickets, and since the event tickets are now going to be in the store, they're going to sell other stuff besides this Indrix pet system that we were introduced to last year. They're going to start offering other stuff in the event ticket store. So let's go and look at the Impresario and see what it is that she has to offer, and we'll be right back. This horse is the horse that you get if you pre-order the upcoming chapter of ESO. You get this horse, and it is cool. Let's look. This is called the Radmatra, otherwise known as the bent horse. When the Dramatra ride from the dark behind the world, they go mounted on these dread steeds. The Radmatra, are they spirits from the dark moons or tangible creatures of evil? So, as you can see, it has a lot of special effects. It's very magical. Very cool. Okay, this character does not have all of the riding skills unlocked, so I don't have all of the accoutrements on this horse. But you can see it's very cool looking, very magical, and you get that with one of the collector's edition for the upcoming Elsewhere DLC. Now, outside of Glenumbra, well, I can assume, I'm not going to check right now, but if this is Glenumbra and this is the Impresario's location, this lady right here offers a pre-story, like a prequel to the upcoming chapter, and I believe that she will become available with the Wrathstone DLC so that you can run with Abner Tharn. The Wrathstone DLC takes you through 2 dungeons, and each dungeon gives you 1/2 of the dragons, the Wrathstone, and then you come, I mean, you don't have to do the dungeons to get this prequel, let's just say that. But I've run through the first couple of parts of this quest already on another character, and I know that you will be working with Abner Tharn, and he has already received the 2 pieces of the Wrathstone. So he references the lady and the 2 dungeons that's running the 2 dungeons for you, the NPC, and she is the one who gave him the 2 pieces of the stone. So that's how the DLC is going to tie into the main story of the Elsewhere chapter. And so I'm looking forward to actually completing this. I didn't want to finish it on the PTS, so because I like surprises, and there's going to be a lot of lore for the Khajiit in doing this quest. It's a pretty major quest. And this is my Khajiit, and she's going to be the one who does the Elsewhere chapter the first time through. So I will probably stream the main story of the Elsewhere chapter with this kitty cat. Anyway, let's get back down here. I want to show you some stuff that's new in the Impresario on the PTS. So, in the store, let's see, let's look at the store. Again, PTS, so all we get is the 1 crown cost for everything. As you can see, they have the event tickets in the crown store on the PTS, so I'm assuming if it's in with the Wrathstone DLC, that's when we can expect to see the event tickets. And when you look in
this season, love. Should we call fired dazzlers and stolen?
So now when you look in the Impresario store, you can see that there's a lot more that's going to be offered in here. First, let's look at this one. This is so darn cute. This is a Springtide Endrick. This is a baby. A little baby. So this will be a follower pet that follows you around, and it's got the, it's already got all of its magical glowing and all that stuff. So it appears to be, you know, quote unquote, evolved. And this will be available for 10 event tickets. So that is something new. It's very cute. As you can see in this patch on the PTS, we are running the Jesters Festival at the time, and so we also have 2 of the berries towards the evolution of the Endrick on the PTS. So there's the Dawnwood Berries of Bloom and the Dawnwood Berries of Ripeness. When you look at the name of the berries, that tells you which evolution they go to. So these 2 berries go towards the Dawnwood evolution, and that is what is on display right now. At the Impresario. That's the Dawnwood. So each quarter they will offer a new set of events and 4 new berries for a different type of evolution, and that's kind of where it gets all complicated, but that's how it works. So we'll be able to use the event tickets.
There's this cocktail
to buy. I assume another Nascent Mount from here, and I don't see that here, so I'm not quite sure how that works, but that was hinted pretty heavily at the very bottom of the entire article about the evolution of the Endricks. So it says that once you have evolved 1 Endrick, you can gather more event tickets to buy a new Endrick and evolve each evolution, so you could collect all of the evolutions eventually throughout the whole year. Personally, I don't want to do that many events, so I might be one of those people who buys the event tickets in the crown store, but we'll check on the price when that happens. Also in here will be some very cool items. These are style pages available for in event tickets. There are 5 event tickets per style piece. As you can see, this is the Codwell style page. So instead of fighting with what she normally fights with, she's going to fight with the pots and pans. So this is the battle axe. It's a shovel. The bow is very clever. It's like a pot with some arrows in it, and the bow is made up of ladles. Strange. The dagger is a fork. The Codwell greatsword is, it looks like a fireplace poker of sorts, I guess. Or maybe the spit. I think maybe it's a spit from like when you're roasting a pig. Codwell's mace is made out of like a rolling pin. Codwell's maul is like a combination of some kind of a pipe and a teapot. I love it. Codwell's shield is made out of like a, you know, like a serving tray. Codwell's staff is made up of, well, I don't know what that is. It's a long fork, like a serving fork, and a knife and a ladle. And I think that's it. So those are all the weapon styles for Codwell that you can buy from the Impresario with event tickets. Coming to... don't know when this is coming to live, but I assume with the next event, whenever they release the event tickets into the Crown Store, I'm sure that's where it will be coming to live. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to go over the set items, or there are some racial changes for your characters as well. But because this is the first week of the PTS, I know from experience that it won't be until the very last week of the PTS before the DLC drops that we're going to actually see what we might really be looking at for live. So I prefer to just wait on those, or maybe even wait until they go live, because right now the purpose of the PTS is for people to try out the changes and make suggestions, and by the time it goes to the live server, it has changed from the first week of PTS. So I'm not going to really go over those right now. But so I'm just going to look at the quality of life things and some of the cosmetic things. And there are 2 houses that are pretty amazing. I've already purchased them because I can buy them for 1 crown on the PTS. So let's just go ahead and take a look at them. I'll go through the store first though. So we have 2 new notable homes which I have already purchased. There's the Ellen here private arena, which is very awesome. And the other one. The other one is located right next to one of the dungeons, actually. Maybe it's not a noble home. Frostvault Chasm. So those 2 are the new ones for sometime this year. Who knows when. And I don't know the price, but we will go ahead and have a look at them. So the first one was Eleanor Private Arena. So I actually bought this house furnished, and it basically comes with some basic chairs and stuff, but it is a fully functioning arena, and I had to buy it in order to show you how it works. But this here is the arena. It kind of looks like one of the arenas in the Gold Coast DLC, except for this. This is a very cool feature. So let me get up there and show you how this works. So down here is combat area, and you can do duels in here. So dueling is possible in this house. I believe that it's possible in all the houses, but this makes it very cool. Some people have been very creative to make their own arenas in the player housing, but this one is kind of a nod to that and adds some mechanics. So here are the thrones that your guild leaders could sit on, or whoever's in control of this arena. And down there is where they will fight. There's seating along over there. And then each one of these switches will turn on a new and dangerous effect. So this kind of helps keep the combat pretty dangerous and complicated. So if you're doing a dueling session with people, then they're going to have to avoid these mechanics. I'm turning that one off. Then we have a blade trap. And that's what goes along the grids there. So this is all very cool. They are dangerous. Even if you're not in a dueling situation, everything down there is dangerous. And then lava trap. And then, you you know, if you're extra cruel, and turn them all on. So that is the main attraction of this house. Back behind here, there's kind of a little hangout area, I guess, for owners. Down here, there's the entryway for the combatants. How they get in here. And, you know, various steps to get up, and that's pretty much what this house is about. And then out here is the exit. This house is located in Craglorn, right here. This is my character's not been here, sorry, but it's right out here outside of the Bloodroot Forge. There's this entire home. And that's pretty much all this is. This is your home right here. The next home that I'm going to look at is Frostvault Chasm. I also purchased this furnished. There's no reason for me to have purchased it prior to showing it to you, but I just wanted to do it. Alright, so this house is located... This is a Frostvault Chasm. This is actually a part of... It's actually technically an offshoot of the dungeon of the Frostvault of the same names. Literally right on the entrance going up to that entrance to this Frostvault dungeon and to the left-hand side. So, this is basically what it looks like. It's very Dwarven. It's a big chamber, chasm. It looks and feels cold. I mean, just the whole thing. And then down below you can see constructs and random energy bursts, so things are kind of in disarray. Don't fall down. Definitely fall to your death here, so you've got that going on below. All this house is kind of a big platform. This is the furnished version, so all these items, these dwarven mechanics and tables and things are part of the furniture pack that comes with this home. So if you're kind of a scientist-y type, this is a pretty cool house. Yeah, so that's the platform. There's this, which is kind of a balcony, but this is where they've placed the bedroom. With that view, it's an awesome view. And then back here we have another room, some dwarven couches and so forth. And another room which is kind of like a bar. They've set it up as a bar with some Nordic decor. All of these furnishings, there's a mix of Nord furnishing and Dwarven. So, and there's the other view from this balcony. And then people are running through the Frostvault. In another instance, they're running through the actual dungeon. So that's what this house looks like. I don't have prices for you, sorry, it's PTS. And when it goes live, we will go more into the details of the pricing for furnishing and unfurnished and all that sort of stuff. So let's also look at, there's a furniture pack as well. So this is the Forged Lord's Great Works. There's also a Meridia Lady of Infinite Energies, which I have not purchased in PTS, but I will purchase it live because, my gosh, it is beautiful, and I love getting statues of the Aedra and the Daedra. So this one is beautiful. It has a really nice effect, and it turns on and off, so you can just have it without the special effect. Again, no word on the pricing. It's gorgeous, though. I definitely want that in the live server. Alright, this is the Forge Lord's Great Works. Let's have a preview of this bundle. So basically, this is a lot more Dwarven stuff. Probably to go with that new Dwarven house. And so this is a Forge Lord, lit, unlit, chandeliers, conduits, all kinds of stuff. Here's a nice frieze, so they have Dwarven symbols. Colossal power, power in twain, and the Wrathstone. Now, that might be kind of a hint that the Dwarven people knew about this Wrathstone, and here it is right here. It's hidden in a mountain, so it's kind of indicating that this is where they put it, right? Various gears and mechanical stuff. Lampposts. Oh. A sentry part. A platform that spins around. That's pretty cool. You could probably, yeah, it looks like it's meant to have stairs so you can walk up on it. Spider legs on a rack. Tables, Dwarven throne, and a valve. So that's what's in that pack. So that's kind of the housing and furniture section of the PTS that I was going to look at. Something else I want to show you is some changes to the UI. There's a change. There's something kind of called a zone guide, which is very cool. This character has not been in this zone before, so the new zone guide is very cool. When I open my map for the zone, I get this new thing over here called map completion and a link to open a zone guide. So as you can see, I've not done anything here with this character. And this is the new zone guide. So it kind of shows you different achievements available and your progress in these achievements. And it's very cool. Then you also have a chance to start the zone story. And when you're out doing the main quest for a zone, it's kind of hard. It's always been kind of hard to figure out who starts that story. Where does that story chain start? Well, now you just click this button and it's going to start that quest. It's going to tell you where to go. And look at the new highlighting. It's like you can't miss it. This is where you have to go. This is the person you have to talk to. And that will lead you to your next quest beginner, right? So that is the new zone guide. I really do like that. There's also Guild Trader UI. We'll go check that out. Okay, now this is PTS, and even though they say there's trade guild here on this NPC, it's not got anything in it. But we still can see the new UI for the guild traders, so let's have a look.
Care to bargain?
Alright, as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference. I do not have my add-ons installed on the PTS, so this is the base game guild store UI for the public test server, and it has changed. They've tried to make it a bit easier to see, so now you can put your levels in here, all your traits that you're looking for, any enchantments you want. But now you can go down and really narrow down what you're trying to find in the guild store. So we do have icons here for armor and other things like that where it's, you know, where you might be looking for just one piece, but as you can see, I think this is a vast improvement over the current UI. And you can search, which is a big thing. Being able to search for the name of the thing you want is nice. So all of this is good. Now motifs have motif book or chapter. Master writs are listed. A holiday writ or a master writ. All that stuff. So very, very cool. I like the changes to the guild store UI. Glyphs, that sort of thing. So everything is all laid out now. You can really narrow down your search by clicking these options and miscellaneous stuff. So I like the changes overall. I don't think there'll be anything changing for live on this one. I think they've done what they set out to do, and it really will help make finding things a lot easier.
Honest merchant.
There's a lot more in the patch notes to look at and a lot more to explore, but those were the main items that I noticed this week on the PTS. I have not done the dungeon. I'm not one of those experts, so if you want to know more about the dungeon and all the mechanics and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure there's other videos on YouTube of people who do this stuff all the time. I pretty much like to do the quests and crafting things and cosmetic things, so that's kind of what I look at on the PTS. Anyway, I hope you have a good day and have fun. Take care.
Buying and selling.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Oma Games. If you would like to see my live streams, please go to twitch.tv and follow Miss Oma. Take care, everybody, and I will see you next time.